I said, babe, he said it's them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, throw body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the... ...25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Yeah. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man is caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the red zone now, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 5-25.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. A very solid gain of 27.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
After the interception, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
You got him.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st down, it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 2 for 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here's Goff now on second down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. But in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 10. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Ryan. Getting it on the left side to Sanu. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ryan now to throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Coleman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mikel Roby brings him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Third and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and 2, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This for the lead in the final stages. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And Bryant's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. Oh, one more time. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11. Go.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
21.
On first down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready to go. 25. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long.
20, 20.
To throw again is Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Again, Ryan. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. Got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now, remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset. Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in